It's getting harder and harder for Trump to get through, a single week without being humiliated by the courts. They keep saying no and slapping his hand with rulings that are basically going against everything that he's trying to do. It's pretty amazing, actually. Basically, over and over again, federal judges, including ones appointed by Trump himself, are blocking his attempts to deploy National Guard troops to American cities. And it's not just, a legal loss. It's a public embarrassment. Watch this.
Breaking overnight, a Trump-appointed judge ruling that he cannot send federal troops into Portland, Oregon. President Trump's deployment of the National Guard to Portland against the Oregon governor's statement that troops were not wanted nor needed was blocked by a federal judge that President Trump appointed. Now, the Trump administration then moved to deploy hundreds of National Guard troops from California and Texas to move into Oregon. That same judge called an emergency hearing late Sunday, saying that President Trump was trying to circumvent her order, then going further to temporarily block the president from deploying any troops from anywhere in the country to Oregon, saying that protests have not been as violent or disruptive as the president claims. The temporary block is in effect through October 19th and does not impact the deployment, though, of troops to anywhere outside of Oregon. The White House has already filed a notice planning to appeal the judge's ruling.
Every time a judge says no, they are reminding Trump and the country that the president doesn't have unlimited power, okay? That even the commander-in-chief can be checked by the law. In Portland, it happened again. Trump tried to send in the National Guard because it's a war zone, guys. Oh my God, it's terrible there. And a Trump-appointed judge said he broke the law. He had no governor request, no insurrection act, no authority whatsoever. And outside the ICE facility, the scene told a totally different story than what the White House is calling the radical left-wing rioters, or Antifa. There were dancers in inflatable costumes and people singing. Play the dance. Well, this is what's going on in Portland. Check this out.
Seen the viral videos of frogs, unicorns, T-Rexes, and bananas outside Portland's ICE facility. But how did this start, and why are people still doing it?
If Portland is being full-on Portland and it's Comic-Con out here, it's kind of hard to spin that narrative calling us like terrorists and stuff when we're just out here in funny costumes dancing.
Portland is on fire. Portland's been on fire for years.
In response, there have been protests, and at one of them, a video went viral of someone in a frog costume getting pepper sprayed by a federal agent.
Kind of just showing the absurdity of just Portland. I don't know. Portland's weird.
That is what's making Trump want to send the National Guard into Portland. And hey, I don't know, maybe the National Guard likes to dance and maybe Trump knows that, but that does not seem like, these crazy left-wing rioters with, Antifa and this and that. That actually looked like a really good time. When I was in Portland, it wasn't as dancey and fun, but that would have been great. I would have joined in. Why not? It's just peaceful protesters, guys, with signs, chanting about freedom and human rights, consistently reminding ICE that they will be held accountable and standing up for their neighbors. People are sick and tired of seeing their neighbors being kidnapped by federal agents. The president calls that last video chaos, okay? But what the camera showed was something else, okay? People making a point with creativity, humor, peace. And that's why images hit so hard. When you're telling Americans there's a war in the streets, and then they see people in, costumes, inflatables, chicken costumes, things like that, dancing under streetlights, your story basically starts to fall apart, okay? And people are going to start questioning your mental fitness. Like maybe he should take another IQ test. And that's what this moment is about. The judges aren't just blocking him in court. The public is blocking him in spirit. Every single peaceful march, every court order, every camera that shows the truth, it all cuts through the fear. Trump can keep calling them Antifa or thugs, but the footage, the facts, and the judges all say the same thing. No. Stop it, Trump. No. No to illegal deployments. No to executive overreach. No to using fear as a political weapon. Just no. It's like his mother never told him no. So basically, it's our responsibility, guys, to do that for her, okay? Because every time the courts say no, they are not just denying an order. They're defending the system that makes this country free.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected and informed to the stories that matter, the people that matter, and most importantly, the truth. The thing that is so hard to find right now. And just so you guys know, I do the best that I can to answer the comments. So I really hope to see you guys in there.